He hadn't spoken to his son in 14 years. Not a single phone call, not a birthday message, not even a text, nothing. But on a Tuesday morning in November, his phone rang, and the number on the screen stopped his heart. Robert was 38 when his marriage fell apart. It wasn't dramatic, no shouting matches, no broken dishes thrown across the kitchen. It was quiet, like a fire that burns out slowly until there's nothing left but ash, and the smell of something that used to be warm. He and Sandra had been together for 12 years. They met in college, got married young, had Marcus when they were both still figuring out who they were. For a while it worked. For a while it was enough. But people change, or maybe they just stop pretending they haven't. By the time Marcus was 8, Robert and Sandra were strangers living in the same house. They were polite to each other. They passed the salt at dinner. They asked how the other's day went. But there was nothing behind the words anymore. Just the hollow sound of two people going through the motions, for the sake of a child who could see through all of it anyway. His son Marcus was 11 years old the last time Robert tucked him in at night. The divorce agreement gave him every other weekend. But weekends turned into months. Months turned into years. And somewhere between work, guilt, and a new life he was trying to build, Robert let the distance grow until it became a wall too high to climb. He told himself Marcus was better off, that a distant father was worse than no father at all. He told himself this so many times he almost believed it. But there's a particular kind of pain that comes from choosing absence. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive all at once. It accumulates quietly, like dust in a room nobody enters anymore, until one day you walk in and can barely breathe. By the time Robert turned 52, he had everything the world told him to want. A good job, a nice apartment with a view of the city, a routine that kept him busy enough not to think too hard about the choices he'd made. He had colleagues he called friends, a gym membership he used twice a week, a coffee shop on the corner where they knew his order by heart. But at night, when the apartment went quiet and the city outside his window hummed, there was one thought he couldn't outrun. His son was out there somewhere, living a life Robert knew nothing about. Did Marcus graduate? Did he find work he loved? Did he fall in love? Did he ever think about the father who disappeared? And if he did, was it with anger or something worse? With nothing at all? Robert had written hundreds of letters over the years. Some of them were long, pages and pages of explanation and apology, and things he should have said when it still mattered. Some were just a few lines. One was a single sentence. I think about you every day. None of them were ever sent. He'd dial Marcus's number, or what he hoped was still his number, and hang up before the first ring. Once, he let it ring twice. His heart was pounding so hard he could feel it in his throat. Then he hung up and sat in the dark for a long time, not moving. He was afraid, not of rejection. He was afraid of what Marcus might say, or worse, what he might not say at all. There is a special kind of cowardice that disguises itself as consideration. Robert had mastered it. He told himself he was staying away for Marcus's sake, that showing up now would only cause more pain, that some wounds are better left undisturbed. But the truth he couldn't look at directly. The way you can't look directly at the sun was simpler and harder than that. He was ashamed, and shame, when you let it, becomes its own kind of prison. The call came on a Tuesday morning in November. Robert was eating breakfast, standing at the kitchen counter the way he always did, never sitting, never slowing down, always halfway out the door, even when he had nowhere to be. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He almost didn't answer. Unknown numbers rarely brought good news at his age. Not moving. But something made him pick up. Something he couldn't explain then, and still can't explain now. Some instinct older than reason. Hello? The voice on the other end was deep. A man's voice. Not a boy's voice. A man who had grown up without him. And in the first 3 words, Robert's entire world shifted. Dad. It's Marcus. Robert couldn't speak. His throat closed. His hands shook so hard he nearly dropped the phone. He set down his coffee and grabbed the edge of the counter, steadying himself. 14 years of silence. 14 years of letters never sent, calls never made, and birthdays that passed like ordinary days. And now, his son's voice in his ear. I'm not calling to fight. I'm not calling to make you feel bad. I know there's a lot between us. I know I don't owe you this call. But I made a choice to make it anyway, because of something that happened recently. I have a daughter now. She's 2 years old. Her name is Lily, and she keeps asking about her grandfather. They met 3 weeks later, a park, neutral ground. And then Robert saw them, Marcus walking slowly, holding the hand of a little girl. Robert stood up. His legs didn't feel like his own. They looked at each other, 14 years between them. Then Lily let go. She walked forward, arms open, toward Robert. She didn't know him. She just saw someone kneeling with open arms, and Robert caught her. And something inside him finally let go. Some doors stay closed forever, but some are just waiting for someone brave enough to knock.